Hello, ladies and gentlemen, the Grand Spartan Alpha 16. Let's play. Let's do it. Getting a kind of early start today. I sort of feel like I wasted away the night. Didn't do a whole lot. Sorted some inventory. I did give a point out to Quality Joe. And I gave a point out to Quicker Crafting. And that's pretty much all I covered there. Got some shovels, some tools that I had smelted down, made a little bit more forged iron, repaired my spike club. Probably should repair my bow. Also went out, kind of crept around outside in the snow, gathered enough feathers to make 100 more arrows. And that's pretty much it. Everything's sorted here. Everything's looking good in the stash. Kind of like it should. All my tools and things like that in here. But I thought we'd get an early start. And if things go well, we could leave now. It's 3 in the morning. We could jump on the mini bike and head on out towards the new town that we discovered, the 2 new towns. I want to go to that bookstore. I also repaired my axe. So I just wanted to, kind of fill you in and catch you back up on the last couple hours because we ended early last night only because it was a long day. I didn't want to go much over the hour. But we're going to head back over to the city today and go through as much of the bookstore as we can. I feel pretty confident with just 1 point in Pummel Pete and this yellow spike club that we found scavenging. And we should be able to kind of hold our own in there and make something of it. I think it's gonna really help us out a lot. Okay, so I want to go that way. To be able to get all of these crates, we should get our last recipes. Now, if you're new to Alpha 16 and you don't know about the Crack-a-Book headquarters building, it is incredible. And when you go through, if you went through deer, I'm going to leave that deer. We have some meat back at the thing there. If you go through that whole place, you'll most likely have all of the important schematics or blueprints that you need to move forward. Because it is a massive store. And not only do you have a bunch of bookshelves on like the 3rd or 4th floor, but you have a lot of bookstore crates to go through. And I am hoping that a good many of those crates may be working stiff crates or automobile crates or something of that sort. That'll help us. Ooh, felt like I was going to glitch through the world right there. That'll certainly help us gathering up the tools. What we're looking for now more than anything is an auger blade. And once I can get that and throw some steel that we've scavenged along with it in a repair kit, we'll have ourselves an auger to kind of dig with and you really get levels fast because we're going to be going boulder hunting soon. And we could certainly use that for picking away at the boulders. It's going to go a lot faster gathering resources than using a pickaxe. Now that I've gain some distance on this zombie. Oh, there's a pig. Thought it was a bear for a moment. Oh, I did. It's a good thing I looked at the map. I went the wrong way. Oh, we have this silly little thing now where I can't get on my bike. What is up with that? See that? Let's take it apart before I exit the game and put it back down. It's a good thing I didn't jump off any sooner than I did. We'd have had a zombie running after us. So if this keeps up, I might have to restart the game. There we go. Alright. Well, little mishap there. Might be a latency issue. Don't know. So, good thing we left an hour early. Gives us time for some mini bike shenanigans. You know it's going to happen. You know it is. That's just part of the whole spiel here. Grand Spartan and the mini bike mishaps. Always traveling the wrong direction. Now, if I get off again and that happens, it did. Look at that. That's going to be a thing. Well, I don't want to have to do this every time. This happened to me before I was playing. And every time I would get off the mini bike, I would have to do something like this. That gets a bit old after a while. Can't remember how I fixed it last time, whether I restarted the server or I did something, but it fixed it. And we've not really experienced that on the multiplayer server. I don't think I've experienced it where I couldn't get on the mini bike and I had to restart or something. But anyway, yeah, we'll deal with it. We'll make it work. It's just going to get a bit tricky when our inventory fills up and we can't get back on the mini bike. That's what's going to get tricky. So when we get over here, I cannot forget at the bookstore to take the bike apart, put it back together before we ever go in the bookstore, because we don't want to come out with an inventory full of stuff. Now, I could make a storage chest. I don't think I have any wood in my inventory, but I could get some wood, and we could do it that way. If that ever happens to you, though, typically, I don't know about single player. I've not actually done any single player. This is on a server, and I did it this way so I could change up some of the files a little easier than we do on the single player. Remember back on Alpha 15, we adjusted the horde size, and things are a little different now in the game stages file. This way it's going to enable me to tweak all of that a lot easier. It used to be my multiplayer server from when Old Crow and several of us would get on and play. Now I have a bit larger of a server, can house a few more people, and I'm just going to use this server, continue to use it for this Let's Play series. That may come back to bite me in the end. You know, a single player game, you can just log on and go with it. The server, you know, I've not had the server go down on me before, but connection issues and those types of things. But hopefully we'll work all that out. There won't be any of that moving forward. But I'm really excited to get over to this little town, this city, explore it a bit more. You know, if you look at the map, we only explored a small portion of it. And you know how easily distracted the Grand Spartan gets. Squirrel! Saw another part of a different town, and so we just abandoned this town and went to the next town over. So I didn't get to fully explore. Looks like the road kind of just ends right there. That's odd. So today we'll ride around. Well, you know, we may have, other than running into the stump, we may have covered most of this city, this town. Looked like the biggest, oh boy, not good. Lumberjack, boulder. Great place to get boulders. May have covered, and the bookstore may be the biggest point of interest in this town, which is fine, because it is pretty amazing to have that early game. And we're going to have to build our way up a bit to get up to the upper floors where all the goodies are located. We'll do that, no problem. Oh, all the boulders over here. I can't wait till I can get an auger together. We'll start picking at them with a pickaxe, you know, at some point, whether I get an auger or not. So it looks like a lot of residential. I tell you what, there's a fire station over here. I know the fire station may have a working stiff crate or two, maybe an automotive crate. Let's go check that out first, and then we'll drop by the bookstore. Only 5:38 in the morning, so we got a really early start on this today. Let's see, I think this is a fire station. Pretty sure it is. Let's drive around the front side and see for sure. Yes. All right, so can I get back on the bike? No, I can't. So let's do this number right here. Oh, frustrating. Don't know if you all have experienced this before. If you have, and you have some quick fix other than exiting the game, let me know. Because I experienced this before when we were doing the playthrough series on Alpha 16 Experimental. All right, there, you know, saw it have that little twitch or whatever. And a lot of extra gas on me here. Had that in my mini bike storage. So I already see a couple crates here in front of me. Any zombies? Hello? Zombies. As of yet. Oh. No luck there. Tell you what, let's pickaxe in there. I need to get my tools sorted. I should not have brought my nail gun with me. Why I brought that along. Oh, another whammy. Now, normally, I would not pick... Oh, there's a big mama right there. Normally, I would not pick at these Oh, wow, one shot. And this is one step below insane. So that just proves to you an early game bow with a crouch bonus damage. You can kill these zombies with that stun bonus damage. Is that 2 in a row? That is. Beautiful. Sure we don't have some sleeping in here somewhere. We can get him. I have to get him directly in the head. Oh. At least we're early enough in the game that they're not all feral yet. Oh, shoot. Farting. Okay, and someone said they noticed that the Big Mama is almost 90% of the time. Drop a shovel! Yeah, they do. Look at that. I didn't even pay attention to that until someone said something, but a lot of shovels on them. I've just been smelting them in the forge because they're not any better than the one that we have currently. Son of a gun, cabinet top. All right, there are 2 more crates over here. So, like I said, if you're not familiar with the fire station, you need to be. Because there's a lot of good stuff up in here. Working stiff. Nice. We'll take it. I'll scrap that sledgehammer, but the repair kits are very important. And we'll always take a wrench along with us. Don't need a toilet. Now look at this. Toilet was packaged. I don't know why I can't click on it. Hello, game. Oh, not good. Not good at all. Maybe that was a sign earlier when we couldn't get on the mini bike. Now, hopefully, when we get back in here, the mini bike's still there. Ugh, we lost some progress. I'm gonna.
You are now a Spartan.
That's pretty loud. I meant to turn that down as well. Let's turn that down right now. How about that? Let's turn that off. My goodness, a grand Spartan and his mishaps and adventures. 7 days to die. This series is going to be full of all kinds of things. I can see it right now. It's not good. I was going to say I heard snow. But this toilet is pre-packaged with, well, it just has bottled murky water. All right, I was going to say it was pre-packaged with poo. Let me check the mini bike, make sure it's still here. Yes, it's still there. All right. Well, I don't normally do this because this is a long process picking away. Right, we're going to do it today. We're just going to try this one, and if there are just at least one good item in there. We're looking for compound bows at this point. If there's anything in there that's worth having, I'll pick the other one as well. I don't normally waste my time early game with a safe because they take so long to get into just to get brown parts, you know. But I did give a point to Quality Joe, so we'll see what it produces. Should be able to give another point out here soon. Oh yeah, look at that! Look at that compound bow. That's like way better than ours. It's more than double the quality. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Well, that inspires me to want to pick at this one now. But like I said, I gave that point out to Quality Joe early game. I didn't do that on Alpha 15. I've been doing that here on the experimental and now the stable on 16. Yielding pretty good results, just like you saw there. I mean, that's almost up to what we can craft for a weapon level. A few more picks here and break this open. And then we're going to head on over to that bookstore. Here's a zombie somewhere nearby. Wonder what you could sell these parts for. 103, 182. I guess. The problem I'm going to run into, I don't know if that fixed us leaving the game and coming back in, but the mini bike, you know, being able to get back on to the mini bike every time if I have to keep disassembling and all of that. Let's see, I think the bookstore is right over this way. Need to jump off my bike again and have to disassemble and put it back together just to find where we need to go. Oh, that's a nice house over there. What is that? I don't think I've seen that kind of house before. Now it's snowing, so I can't see anything. We need to go back this way. Well, I brought my flannel shirt. Think I might be wearing my leather duster. I don't know that for sure. Can't confirm that. We should not get cold out here. But I was stoked to have found that bookstore early game. You're going to see when we get in there, if you're new to this alpha, you're going to see how beneficial it is. That's another fire station? That's a little different than the one I'm used to going in as well. So another working stiff crate in there or two. Might be worth us checking out. Burgers and shakes. Some cars over there I see. Little bunker. Oh yeah, let me show you this. Now this was back. Oh, I thought that was like a huge drop off right there. It wasn't too bad. There's a military base. Military base. So we'll just slowly back away. But there's a bunker. It's going to show you. If I can get out from behind this tree. Right behind that building over there, straight in the way I'm not facing on the bike, but right over here. That bunker, you can make that into a pretty healthy base early on in the game. I've never tried to do it. I try to stay away from the prefab bases and whatnot and build my own, but you could. Maybe I chose the wrong route to come. If I go down an alley and come to a dead end, that may be a fix here. Alright, so there's that lovely construction site that we all hold so dear to our hearts. Oh, that's a dire wolf. You see that dire wolf over there? Slowly back away and speed off into the sunset. My goodness, that thing could probably run me down on this little blue mini bike engine I have. There's a bear. That's a big bear. So there's trouble at every turn. Someone was just saying that this seemed very easy compared to Alpha 15. It's actually quite the opposite. Alpha 16, it starts out easier than Alpha 15, but it scales up with your game stages quickly. I mean, from what I've seen on the server so far, there's an actual end game to it now. It just keeps getting harder. You keep getting more feral zombies. Oh, look at that. We can get on and off the mini bike now. Well, that's fixed. Okay. Whew. Saves us that. So don't be fooled in thinking, oh, you know, it looks real easy for the Grand Spartan right now. He's not facing too much whatever. It gets a lot harder as we move forward. I'm going to scrap that shovel as well. We'll stick our thing in there. Guess we'll stick the fuel in there. Boy, we're going to be in a fix if we come out and inventory full. So not too bad, even with the way I get sidetracked and all of that in the game. We were able to, ooh, you see that there? That's a bomb. That's a bomb on the floor. There are 2 bombs in the kitchen. We still made it here by 9 o'clock. Son of a gun, Spartan. Yeah, I guess I'll take her water. Not going to worry about the paper right now. I think, you know, once we get to where we're making shotgun turrets, that type of thing, I'll come back over here and pick up all that I'm leaving behind. There's a zombie right there blowing up. My goodness, that scared me. That was loud. Noisy. Noisy, noisy zombies. All right, let's get on up here where the good stuff's at. Make our run across. There's a zombie over there. Oh, wrong way. I'm going to have to go that way and take that guy out. Everyone keeps telling me, Spartan, take your, what? The dot was on his head. Take your mining helmet. Turn it off. Don't leave it on. I can't help it. I like the way it looks with it on. I know it's not helping me at all with this sneak. But, One cool thing about the compound bow is that you can fire it very quickly. And so if you get that first shot and they're sleeping, you can pop that second shot quickly right after the first. Some pretty... Ooh, there goes another bomb. Some pretty cool thing coming for you tomorrow, maybe, if I can get it done tonight. I'm doing my first preview of the base on the multiplayer server. I've been working on it for quite some time. A long time, actually. And old Spartan's gotten himself into some video editing. And I think this video maybe, I could speak too soon and maybe it's going to turn out like garbage, but maybe the best video that I've produced so far. We'll just have to see how it all works out in the end, but I'm excited to be able to bring you the video and show off the base. It's been something that I've tried to get done. Took me a few takes because of issues I was having with sound, and the game crashed on me one time while I was taking on the horde, and so it took a few takes to get it done. Glad to finally be able to present it to you all. Pretty cool base. Shows off a lot of the traps here and electricity and Alpha 16. We're not going to worry about anything extra right now. If I have inventory space at the end, I'm hoping to come across some working stiff crates, but if I have room at the end, I'll absolutely come back and grab up some of these schematics like that. That's a 284 sell price. I hear an angry zombie. Where is that angry zombie? Oh, he's right here. Yeah, that doesn't feel good, does it, Mr. Zombie? I'll give you another one. How about a third? All right. You get back to what I was doing. Fancy toilet. Did it come pre-packaged with some human turds? It did not. Okay. That one did. Little murky water and some human turds. Pretty nasty. And nasty, nasty people. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to package up a toilet with some feces in it. Oh, I'm overheating. Son of a gun, Spartan. Let's take that off. And let's build our way up here, right in the center. That way I have a nice shot. Both sides. You know, I'll never make the rocket launcher. What does that sell for? 284. I'll probably never make slugs either. So I guess I could read it just to read it. I don't even know. Maybe you gain experience out of that. Who knows? But I'll come back through this room at some point and try to scoop up all of this stuff to go sell to the vendor. A lot of stuff we could potentially sell. I think, though, at some point, I'm going to go treasure hunting. And we're going to have plenty of coins for the vendor. Seems like on the server we have just overload of coins. Yeah, I may someday create a sledgehammer and give it a try here on Alpha 15. I don't like the timing of it. I know some of you are big fans of the sledgehammer. I am not. I've always been a Spike Club kind of guy. And a crossbow, but I have, you know, transitioned over into the sleeping guy right there. Transitioned over into the compound bow, and I like it. It's good. Oh, he died. Wow. All right. Let's turn the light off here. See if we can't creep up in on someone or something. Oh, there's one right there. See if I can get him. I hope you all can see this. It's pretty dark. It's pretty dark for me, too. Nice. All right, well, here is the money room with an oven and a toilet. I mean, I guess you can just grab a magazine and sit down right there. You know, it's kind of convenient. Whoever thought that through, maybe that was Joel's idea. Wash your clothes. Yeah, we would make some exploding crossbow bolts. Yes, we will. That'll be a later game, but we'll certainly do it. Working stiff crate. Nice. Hammer. For all of our upgrading needs, and an iron fire axe that's not too shabby. Can't hit that barrel with my axe, or we're going to be walking back over here to get our mini bike. Certainly don't want to die over in this area. Read anything that I don't have outside of that rocket launcher. If you've ever followed my videos, I don't think you've ever seen me use a rocket launcher. I have before, the multiplayer server, but I frown upon the rocket launcher. Do not like using that. It's, you know, explosion damage, does a lot of damage to blocks, and I've just never been a fan of it. This may be a bit boring too. Hopefully my commentary will help out a little bit with this, but I kind of wanted to get through all of these crates one time so that can all have the chance to respawn when we come back over here again. And I'm kind of hoping for some decent schematics too. We just read that. But we could fill our inventory up with a lot of schematics. There goes an airdrop. You know, those airdrops are sort of a waste. I always leave them on. Nice Enforcer magazine. But it usually turns out that I either forget to go get, if they're convenient and they're on our way to or from somewhere, I'll scoop them up. Otherwise, I don't usually spend a lot of time going here and there. Maybe in the first few days of the game, but yeah, they're kind of a waste. They're eventually going to just get in our way on our compass here, and I'm going to have to disable those things, I'm sure. That's what happened on Alpha 15. After about a week or two, we quit picking them up, and the map just got loaded. They're trying to get me to read that thing. I'm just going to read it. Now we have two. We only have one now. I read that one, but I'm seeing a lot of duplicates in the bookstore shelves. All right, we already know that. That's probably one of those expensive ones, right? Yeah, 284. We got our bartering up a little bit more. We can make some more cash off of those from the vendor. But like I said, I don't think it's going to be a big issue. I think at some point here very soon, we're going to be making tons and tons of Duke coins. And a little bit here and a little bit there is not going to make a difference. It seems like I always end up with an abundance of those Duke coins, and I never use them for anything. All right, more crates. Beautiful. And there are more crates behind this as well. Working stiff crate. Come on, baby. No whammies. That was a whammy. That was as well. Ugh. Zombies are a little sneaky on Alpha 16. It's hard to hear them creeping up on you sometimes now. They are very sneaky. If you're not careful, you're wandering through one of these places, you won't even hear the footsteps. You know, they'll just hit you. That'll be your first warning as you get hit, sometimes stunned, and then you're going to die. Yeah, but don't be fooled by this seemingly easy early game construction site. Yeah, we'll take the lights. It does get hard, ladies and gentlemen. They went a little easier on us early game now because they're going to get a lot harder on us late game. Now, I've seen it firsthand now on day almost 200 on the server, and it gets intense. It certainly does. I like it, though. I like it a lot. We'll have plenty of paper to come back and get whenever we decide to build some shotgun, craft some shotgun shells. I hear the whispers of a zombie nearby. We'll take the oil for now. I might throw it out in a bit if I run out of room, but I'm almost completely against the Molotovs now. On experimental, I set myself on fire, and at the time, it was bugged where you could not put yourself out. Oh, there's a zombie right there. I was on the server trying to do a recording of that base on a horde. Everything was beautiful. It was fine. And I threw a Molotov, and it crashed the game when I threw it. So I'm almost against ever using those things again until they work out whatever issues. I'll give you another little bit of advice here. If you use the paintbrush and you break that thing out and you've been using it for a little while, you will notice your frames per second drop drastically after using it for a bit. And once you switch back, see, I was painting a base. I was painting it, making it all beautiful, you know, Spartan-esque, beautiful. And I noticed my frames dropping and dropping and dropping. I thought, oh man, I just ruined this base. It's going to be unplayable for hordes because it's going to be just laggy. It's, you know, I went from like 150 frames per second down to 20. And I thought with all the new textures I was adding to the base is what, you know, messed it up. Turns out I switched to my Spike Club. Goes back to being normal again. It's fine. So it's just a tool in your hand. The wire tool does it a little bit, but the paint tool is really awful. And it doesn't, it's like a leak or something, like a memory leak type of thing, because it's not instant. It doesn't instantly drop your frames a lot. Just, you know, over time, having it in your hand and painting, it does gradually drop your frames down. So just give you the heads up on that. You start using that and you see your frames dropping. It's not the textures you painted on the walls and the floors and all of that. It's just a tool itself in your hand. I know some of you are going to experience what I experienced and say, whoa, what happened to my frame rate? I'm sure they'll address that at some point. And if any of you out there on the forums, I am not. But if you're on the forums, you know, report that. Paint tool, wire tool, causing frame loss. I won't say I'm lazy, but I am maybe a bit lazy. I just don't do a lot on the forums. I just don't go to the forums. Only time I go to the forums is to read the patch notes. That's about the only time I go to the official forums. I know there's probably a lot of useful information there to check out and all, but I just don't keep up with it personally. So we're almost done. There's not a lot left. There's one little secret area under the stairs. Hard to believe. It's already 1400. Spent a whole day here. All right, none of those. Looking for the ones that are worth the most money. We'll take along with us. The rest of them, not concerned. We'll come back. You know, we'll come back. And I do plan on building a base close to this town as well. You know, I'm not even going to use that one. It's 142. Plan on building a base pretty close by. No, it was a 284 schematic. Was that? No. Let's get over here. I'm just crossing my fingers that here, at some point, we're going to run across another working stiff crate or two. Working stiff are hard to come by. Now, something cool, I believe it was Glimpse that found it. TCG Glimpse, Vamp, one of those guys on the server. We could not find a working stiff, right? Well, we did find one. It was like a super Walmart working stiff, way off to itself. Well, just yesterday, they found a working stiff hardware store by two more working stiff hardware stores. So one of them is the big giant super, you know, oh, there's some wood right there. And some quests. I'll tell you something about that in a minute. So we have 3 side by side now. So I was excited. We have a town with 3 working stiff hardware stores right next to each other. I know there's some schematics I left in here. What's our inventory look like? That's plenty probably for us to take along with us. I'm not gonna get too crazy about looking for stuff. Is that one of those 284s? It is. What I wanted to do before we run out of time, and time is quickly running out for us to get out of here and back to the base. I'm going to go into the stairs here. Check out this little secret room hidden under the stairs. Grand Spartan and the secret room under the stairs. So, what I wanted to say about the quest. Cultured Goon, TCG, on the server there with us, was telling me in Discord yesterday, when you reach your cap points, when you can't get any more points from your level, you can do these quests and gain points, skill points, by doing the quest. So, I have never really done the quest before. I will start doing them now because I think on the server I'm level 160 or somewhere around that area. Don't have a lot of points to hand out. So if by doing the quest you can gain additional points beyond your cap level, you can confirm or deny that in this comment section below. That's how I understood it. And if that's the case, then those quests are like, they're worth gold. Because you're going to reach a point where you cannot cap out all your skills with the points that you're given at level, I didn't have that already, at level 200. So you're going to have to do something like that if it's possible to go up higher yet. There's actually a gun safe in here too I'm going to get to. Okay. Last crate. That's a 284 right there too. Let's get into this safe. Well, hopefully for the most part I have fixed the video issues I had a couple days ago. Really apologize. It looked awful 2 episodes ago. Not yesterday's episode was sort of normal, but the 2 before that were very low quality. Even though it said 1080, I was deceived by looking at the file and seeing 1080 and not really reviewing it properly just to realize that it actually was not 1080. It was more like, I don't know, another bow. Good one too. Take the shotgun parts for later on. Probably not much in this little safe, and it's taking me a long time to break it open. We're going to do it anyway. While we're here, might as well get everything we can get. There are more floors in this store, in this building. There's another floor with just a bunch of crates and stuff in it, but I just don't want to get trapped in here for the night. I want to be able to get back to the base and find our way back home. Never know, we might have another mini bike issue and have to build storage on the ground, all of that stuff. Oh, I can sell that for $651. What? Yes, I'll take that. All right, here's a zombie out here somewhere. Also, let's see if I can jump up here and search that. 142, that wasn't the crate. It's that crate. What can I throw out? The oil, the paper. I don't even know why I threw it out. I should have just put it in my inventory. Or in the storage here. The oil. And we're going to wear the duster. That in there. Alright, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff to sell to the vendor. But see, we can go up another level here. Let's see if I can show you. Without getting too invested in it, because I see these crates and I just want to go in and pick away at them. There's a cowboy. There's cowboy. Come here, cowboy. Oi. Now, you know what? We're going to leave cowboy head to his door. Let him have fun with that door. We're going to get out of this building. It's already 16:33. One thing I wanted to do while I was here, I don't know if I'm going to have space to do it with. What can we get rid of? What could we get rid of? Probably looking right at something that I should throw on the floor. We're going to throw those out, and I I'm gonna get some leather. Oops. You start out, Old Crow and I started out on the server, and the first day we came across one of these bookstores. And first thing I did was take my stone axe in there, gobble up as much leather as I could, and I was able to build a couple forges out of that, get it started. This is a great way for your crossbow if you want to build a crossbow, and eventually our crossbow is going to overtake the compound bow because our scavenging level is going to take so long to level up to get a high quality crossbow that our weaponsmithing skill is going to surpass that. And the crossbow damage is just going to be greater, so we're going to transition over to the crossbow. That's just how it seemed to work last, on the experimental at least. And then on the multiplayer server, my crossbow does a lot more damage than the compound bow does, only because it's much greater quality. Pretty funny on the server. I guess there's nothing funny about it, but on the server, I just got a blue sniper rifle on day almost 200, and it's hard to come by. I have Quality Joe capped. Came down the wrong way, but I guess we're going out this way now. But I have Quality Joe capped, and it just is so hard to get gun parts on there enough with the level-based, you know, weapon crafting and your scavenging, getting that level up. We just have not been able to come across any high-quality guns or gun parts at this stage in the game. I'm just now hitting blue on a sniper rifle, which was huge because before I think I had a yellow. And then I got one purple part, and now I have Quality Joe capped and a very high scavenging level. I'm starting to see a few more of those pieces, and now it's surpassed. I can't combine the parts because my gunsmithing's not high enough. So it really have you in a pinch with the points now and how that works, the point system. I like it. I like, you know, being limited on my level. Crafting makes it... all right, 164 is good. We're just going to go with that. Gonna get out of here, head back to our hometown. But I like the way they've done that. That's a pretty cool feature in the game that slows you down quite a bit. So we need to head back this way, hit that road, and get on back home. Pretty cool, though. You see that extra room up there above when I just peeked my head in where the cowboy was at? There's a lot of loot in there in the next room beyond that as well. So we'll come back there in hopes to find some more working stiff crates. We may have time today to go back to that building that's in our hometown. And I'm overheating as I have this duster on. We're about to enter the snow biome. Maybe that'll change. But we may see if we have time to run up in there and scoop up all of the working stiff crates. It'd be pretty cool if I could stop by the vendor as well and drop off these schematics instead of having to take them back home and store them somewhere and take them out. Maybe we can have time to stop by the vendor. I really don't want to get off my mini bike out here and have to take it apart and make a storage and all. But I need to kind of figure out where that vendor's at in relation to where we're at. My sense of direction is just awful. But in my defense, I do play on a couple different servers. I've played the game for so long now. It's all of these maps, they all just run together. But I need to figure out what direction I need to go in. Now that we have a fast mini bike, we can just zoop right over to the vendor. The trader, vendor, trader, vendor, vendor, trader. Sell off all our schematics. Might come out here and kill off some snowmen. Some of those silly lumberjacks. See if we can't find ourselves some, I don't know what's going on over there with the mountain. Some auger parts or auger blade. That's what I really need. Not taking a look at the XML files to see what actually drops an auger blade. But I know there are a couple zombies potentially could drop them. You can always find them in the working stiff crate, maybe even in the automotive crate. Don't know that for sure. Construction crate. But I really want to get one of those. It's funny. In order to repair that auger blade and make it a higher quality, you would think it'd be tool smithing. It's not. It's weapon smithing. The first skill up there. The same thing, the same skill that you use to make your club or your bow a higher quality makes the blade of the auger a higher quality. So, yeah, you need that. It seems like I've also scavenged auger blade out of a car as well. So anyway, if you want that auger blade higher, you want to combine it with steel and a repair kit, you have to have that weapon skill up higher. And so it'll be a little while, but say we find a 3 quality brown auger blade. Well, we can instantly jack that quality up with our crafting ability in a workbench somewhere. We'll have to go find a workbench. Now, the trader is over there. I don't know how easy it's going to be for us to get to him going this way. I don't want to run off the edge of a mountain or into a hole. Let's see if we can shoot over there real quick. So probably not going to have time to go to that building today. We'll see. Maybe on the ride back. It's 1902 now. I think trader closes at close to 2200. Very little experience with the traders on any alpha I've ever played, so that's him right over there, isn't it? Isn't that the trader? I don't think I've come this way before. We were just running across the mountain last time. Get to him. You can see the lines out there generating. I don't think we've generated any of this part of the map before, so it's generating for the first time. Now, I want to stop by and loot these cars and like check for auger blades and things and engines, but I am a little nervous about getting off my mini bike at this point. Hoping I can scale up the side of this mountain. Looks like I can't. And getting, stuck because I can't. I'd have to craft a storage chest in order to do that. I hope this is the trader. I hope I went the right way. Try to use a little bit of sense of direction. How to get to him. Yeah, that's him. Alright, well, let's run in here to Mr. Trader. Trader Joel. Hello, Trader Joel. You all cantankerous thing, you. Well, this should certainly bring in some quality dollars.
What do you seek, friend?
I seek some coins. You can even sell that to him. Sell scrap to him? You could. You could get your bartering skill up by selling that or water. Oh, I don't have enough inventory space. Tell you what.
Sorry, I didn't have what you needed.
Yeah, see, he's just trying to get in here, but he can't get in here. Let's just throw this out for now. We'll sell this and then...
You come back sometime.
I didn't think about selling something like this to increase our level. But you can sell almost anything to him, can't you? Just trying to get my bartering skill level up. Let's go ahead and sell this stuff and get out of here. You want the pistol too? Yours. Alright, well that was 6,200. 6,500. A pretty decent amount. Let's see what he has. I forgot. We were over here before. He doesn't have anything that we need. The shotguns will come in handy. I can disassemble these and use the parts for a turret. I think all the schematics there. I still don't think I have the mini bike book yet. Did I get that? I don't think I did. Anyway.
I thank you, kind sir.
I thank you too. Well, good find. You know, we got enough stuff to sell off to make almost 10K. Just that little trip with our bartering skill at almost nothing. So we'll throw that in the stash with our 10, 12, 15,000 coins, whatever it was we were left over with from before. And we'll save those up for a rainy day. See if we can't buy that mini bike schematic. Who knows? He might have a purple engine or something one day, and we can buy one of those too. We're gonna need a lot of engines. I know that. Experience on the server. We're gonna need plenty of engines for the traps. Blade traps take a lot of power. Shotgun turrets not as much. Doesn't take as much, but we need a lot of engines. So, at some point moving forward. You know, it's almost 2100. I may have just enough time to run into this building. Oh, unless I run into a crawling zombie. And see if the crates respawn and scoop up whatever's in there. A little more excited about this playthrough than Alpha 15, honestly. I love doing it. I really love doing it, but I like the idea that I'm going to be able to speed things along a little bit and get more accomplished, get more bases built, try these traps out, and all the different combinations that we could possibly do with those traps. That's going to be pretty cool to experiment with here in this Let's Play and share each moment with you all. More importantly, be able to have you along with me step by step. We'll put the tools in there, and the quest, and the wood, and the leather. Sort. Let's run in here real fast. We're going to have to be quick to... Oh, sleepers respawn. Hold on to the brass for later. Okay. Just thinking I need to keep checking to see if these crates are untouched when I look at them or what. I'm sitting here waiting on them to respawn new loot in them. Sometimes I rush through and one more room with a few crates that I need to get. Oh, stage 1 heat stroke. My goodness, Spartan. Tell you what, let's drink goldenrod tea and cool us down here a little bit. Oh my gosh. See how quiet that was? I'm just here minding my own business. Zombie came up out of nowhere. Okay, temperature's going down. Good, good, good. Now let me know in the comment section if I'm missing any crates in this building, because every time we come here, if I'm missing crates, then I'm missing out on a lot of loot. We have to rush over here, because who knows, we may have a wandering horde or something go by our base right as we're walking in. I kind of like to get all of my stuff unloaded. Alright, temperature's going back up now, but we're almost back into the snow biome. Oh, there we go. Just go a couple 100 feet and we're out of the desert and in the winter biome. Never fear. Winter is here. Take some of this stuff inside. I didn't sell the gun parts to him there or the shotgun. I'll keep the shotgun. Take our hammer in. Axe, leather, wood. We'll leave the gas in the mini bike. The repair kits, take with us. Wrench, we'll leave the knife in there. The temperature's going down now. Guess we'll keep the Nice. Well, good run today. Good run. I love that new bookstore, the headquarters. Certainly a great place to go get your loot on. Yeah, get this stuff sorted out. Tell you what, I'll go ahead and just end it now. You all have been here with me all day today. I'll sort this stuff out in the chest. I'll give me time to do that between now and 4 a.m. in the morning. And tomorrow we need to start scouting out a place to build a base. I mean, we're already going to be on day 10 in just moments here. And we have a 14-day horde coming up. I may take that horde on here, but we're certainly going to need to get started on something that's more permanent and more durable for future hordes. But I thank you for watching today, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Have yourselves a good day, good evening, wherever you may be located, and I'll see you all tomorrow.